Hey guys, Laura here, ready to do some yoga with you. So roll out your mat, find a quiet spot, and let's go. All right, we're gonna start on our backs. Now let's take Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet to touch, knees out wide. You can rest your hands alongside your body. And close your eyes and take some deep breaths. If you do have a block and you want to use one, you can place that under your chest, lengthwise on your spine, and you'll have the top 2 points in between your shoulder blades. You can just let your head rest back there on the mat. And begin to deepen your breath. Take one more deep breath in. Full exhale. And close your knees like a book. Roll over to one side off of your block and take that block out from under you. And lie back down. We're going to place that block on top of our thighs. Take your shins parallel to the sky. You're just going to hold on to that block. Hug the belly button into the spine and press the low back into the mat. You're going to straighten that right leg, flexing the foot, and then bring it back in. Straighten the left leg, bring it back in. Now we're going to add the arm, opposite arm, bring it back in. Opposite arm, opposite leg, bring it back in. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. And set that block to the side for a moment. We're going to lift our chest up off the ground, and we're going to just take our palms face up and karate chop our heel, or maybe you can get up to your toe. We're going to get 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. They say if you smile while doing your core work, then it's not so bad. So try to smile when you do it. All right, next up, we're going to grab our block. You don't have to use one if you don't want to, but if you have one, it's kind of fun. We're going to roll up to balancing on our sits bones. We're going to take that block and just tap it one side to one side, okay? Turn it this way. So you can also balance here in that boat pose, and we'll tap, tap. We'll do 10, other side, 9, other side, 8, other side, 7, other side, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. Let's meet in tabletop. Hands and knees. This way. All right, from here, let's keep warming up that core. So hug the belly in, and we're going to take the right knee and tap the right elbow, then donkey kick that heel up, squeezing the glute. And take the knee to the nose, kick up, knee to left elbow, kick up, bring it back down. Other side, left knee, kick up, left knee to nose, kick up, opposite elbow, kick up. One more each side, here we go. Right knee, right elbow, center, Opposite. Good, other side. Left, center, right. Then sit back in child's pose and take a breather. All right, let's pop back up and let's work our wrists. So back of your hand on the mat, fingers pointing to your knees. You can stay here if that's enough, or slowly sink your hips back toward your heels until you feel that sensation in the top of your wrists. And take a few deep breaths here, imagining your breath is going straight to that area where you're feeling the sensation. Good. And tuck your toes under, sit back on your heels, and roll those wrists out. Reverse your circles. And then we're going to take the palms face down, fingers pointing to the knees. Again, sit the hips back slightly until you feel that sensation under your wrists. Take some deep breaths. You can also take your right ear toward your right shoulder. Take your left ear toward your left shoulder. And back to the right. And back to the left. And then sit back, roll it out. Now our wrists are ready. Shake it out. All right, now flip up to downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here, pedaling your feet. And then pivot your heels. Right heels go over to the right and your right hip. And pivot back to center. Then pivot to the left. Pivot back to center. And pivot one more time, each side. Then bend your knees, look forward, and then make your way to the top of the mat in a forward fold. Hang out here for a few breaths. You can grab opposite elbows and let your head hang, take a little sway side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, fold forward. And cross your arms, grabbing opposite ankles, and pull yourself toward your legs. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, grab your right wrist, lift it up and over to the side. We're standing crescent. See if you can gaze upward. And then shift all your weight on that right foot. Pick up the left, point the toes. Pick up that leg if you can, and balance. Breathe. And come back to center. Switch to the other side, lifting that left arm up and over. Standing crescent. Look up. And shift all that weight over to the left foot. Pick up the right toes. Lift up that leg. And then come back to center. Open your arms and swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then plant your hands, step back into a plank. Hug the belly in. And we'll float all the way down to our belly. Take your hands out wide like you're doing a wide push-up. We're just going to drop the right shoulder down, look under that left arm. Then come back to center, drop the left shoulder down, look under the right. And come back to center, do a few circles with your shoulders. And then reverse the circles so you're nice and warmed up there. And walk your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows back. Press the tops of the feet in the mat, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest up, and then hover the hands for baby cobra. Exhale, lower one ear to the mat. Inhale back up, squeeze and lift. Exhale, other ear to the mat. And one more inhale up. If you want to push all the way up for cobra, you can do that. And then lower down, other ear to the mat. One more, reach up, baby cobra or cobra, other ear to the mat. Tuck your toes under, push yourself up into a plank, either on your toes or on your knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here and down dog. Then lift your right leg up to the sky. Open and stack your hip, then take your heel toward your glute. And straighten that leg, straighten your hips square to the mat. And bring your knee to your nose, shifting your weight forward, and send the foot through into that runner's lunge. Here we're going to walk the feet hip distance apart. You can rock front to back, opening the hips. And interlace your fingers, take your palms to your thigh. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. And then extend the arms alongside the ears, spin the pinkies in. Rise up for a high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, cactus and look up. Inhale up. Exhale, open arm twist, left arm forward, right arm back, hug the belly in. Inhale back to center. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step back into a plank, and flow through your vinyasa. Three deep breaths here. And lift the left leg to the sky. Open and stack your hips, taking your heel toward your glute. And re-straighten your leg, re-square your hips. Take the knee to the nose, and then send that leg through for that runner's lunge. Take a few rocks here. Walk your feet hip distance apart. And interlace those fingers, palms to your thigh. Hug the belly in, pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Extend the arms and rise up. High crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, open arm twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale to center. Exhale, cartwheel down, and step back and flow through your vinyasa. And take 3 deep breaths here in down dog. Then lift your right leg to the sky. Take it knee to nose, and then send it through for that runner's lunge. Walk the feet hip distance. Check your alignment with your hips. Rise up. High crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale up. This time open up to warrior two. All right, here, you may have to walk this front foot to the center a little bit more. And breathe. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Bend the elbows, open the chest up by pulling the elbows back. Then drop down for humble warrior. Shoulder can be to the inside of that right knee, or rest your belly on your thigh. Straighten your arms, let them fall overhead. Drop the head. Release your bind. Take your hands framing the front foot. Take a big step in. Straighten both legs, fold forward, pyramid pose. Again, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Then bend the right knee. Take your left hand out in front on the floor. Keeping the hips square, lift up that left leg. Keep it straight. If you got that far and you feel stable, take your right hand to your hip or let it go up to the sky, twisting your upper body to the back wall. Okay? It's okay if you need to come down. And then drop back down, warrior two. And then turn your right toes in and fold forward for a wide-legged fold. And here you can bend one knee, straighten the other. Waking up those inner thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up into warrior two to the back of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then you're going to tip forward, popping the back leg up when you tip. So we're tipping forward into that half moon. If you have a block, you can place that there to hold on to. So from warrior two, tipping forward, coming into that half moon. Now, you can just keep your legs straight if you want. Okay, you don't have to pick it up super high. You can keep that hand on your hip. All right, or you can float the arm to the sky. The last thing to come is your gaze up to the sky. Okay, you can do this without a block too, tenting your hand on the ground. Okay, and when you're ready, you'll come into that pose. And we'll drop that back foot down, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, pivot on the back foot, and we're going to take 3 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3. All right? And then we're going to step back and flow through our vinyasa. And now we're going to come back the way we came. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it knee to nose. Send it through for that runner's lunge. Walk your feet hip distance apart. Interlace your hands on your thigh. Hug the belly in, left hip back, right hip forward. Extend the arms, rise up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus and look up. Inhale up. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale up. Exhale into warrior two. Fix your alignment with your feet. Breathe in. Breathe interlace your fingers, place the opposite finger on top if you can. Bend the elbows, pull the elbows back, then drop down for humble warrior. At that point, you can extend the arms, drop your head, or just keep them on your back. And release your bind, frame that left foot, pivot the back, and straighten both legs. Left hip back, right hip forward, fold forward for pyramid pose. From here, bend the right knee. You can take that block for your revolved half moon if you want. You can take that left hand to your left hip, pop off the back foot. Hips are square. If you feel ready, take that left arm to the sky, twisting the upper body. Okay? Very difficult pose, but you can do it. Then come back down, warrior two. Fix the alignment with your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then turn your left toes forward, interlace your fingers, and fold forward. Wide-legged fold, you can let the arms fall overhead. Also, feel free to take those side lunges or Skandasana. You can release your bind. Let's take a twist. Right hand down, left hand goes up, hug the belly in. Come back down, opposite hand. And come back down. And let's take that right hand to your left ankle and then twist up. So it kind of brings you a little bit closer to your legs. And switch to the other side. And come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two to the front of your mat. And get ready to tip forward into that half moon. Okay, if you need to bring your back foot in a little bit for this, you can. When you're ready, you're just going to pop off the back foot, tip forward for that half moon pose. And keep your eyes on the ground if you're having trouble balancing. You can keep that hand on your hip or let it go to the sky. And then drop that foot, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. We're going to do 3 mountain climbers, pivoting that back foot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Then step back, flow through your vinyasa. Pedal your feet. Wag your tail. And take the right leg to the sky. Bring it knee to nose. Send it through in between your hands. And walk that right foot out to the side. Lower down on the left knee. Arms go to the inside for a dragon pose. Okay, you can stay here on your hands. Or lower down to a block if you'd like. Maybe you can lower down to your forearm. Just trying to get those hips a little bit closer to the earth. And come back up to your hands. Stay here if this is enough. Or you can walk that right hand underneath the right leg. Practice balancing on that knee, picking your arms up and flying low like a low flying dragon. Or you can try tucking the back toes, lift the back leg, and then fly. Maybe you can take a bind, clasping your hands behind your back, and then stacking that left shoulder on top of the right. At this point, you might want to drop the back foot down to the side. It makes it a little bit easier, okay? And then come back down when you're ready. We'll take a half split here, keeping the foot where it is out to the side, straightening the leg and folding forward. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Slide the right foot underneath you, coming into pigeon pose. Straighten the back leg and fold forward when you're ready. We'll hang out here for a while. We have about 5 more breaths here. On your next inhale, rise back up to your hands. Slide the right foot back to meet the left. And pop up for downward facing dog. Taking any counter stretch that feels nice to you. Maybe swaying your hips side to side. Or taking a flip dog, lifting the right leg into the air, flipping that dog. Or taking a wild thing. Once you feel balanced, take the left leg up to the sky. Bring it knee to nose into that dragon pose on the other side. Walking the foot out to the side, hands go down to the middle. Lower that right knee down. Stay here or lower further. And take a few deep breaths here as you melt down into the pose. Come back up to your hands. Stay here if that's enough, or walk the left hand underneath the left leg. Practice balancing on that knee, taking that low flying dragon, or pop the back toes under, lift the back leg, and then fly. Maybe take a bind. Drop the back heel and look up. When you've had enough fun playing, sit your hips back for half splits, pulling those toes up to the sky and fold forward for half splits. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, and breathe. Then come back up, slide the left foot underneath you, and prepare for pigeon on the other side, straightening that back leg, and then lowering down when you're ready. About 5 more breaths. And on your next inhale, we will tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, send the left foot back to meet the right into down dog or any other counter stretch that your body needs right now. And then we're going to meet on our backs. So give your knees a hug into your chest, rock side to side. And then plant your feet on the mat, hip distance apart. We're going to set up for bridge pose. So hug the belly in, squeeze the glutes, and then press the hips up to the sky, keeping your eyes looking straight ahead. If you'd like to take a bind, clasp your hands underneath, roll one shoulder under at a time, and literally press those hips up. One more breath. Exhale, lower down slowly. Take a little windshield wiper with your knees side to side. Let's take Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Knees press away. Pull your feet toward your chest. And then still holding on to the outsides of your feet or your big toes, kick up for happy baby. Try to keep the low back flat on the mat. You could try straightening one leg, bending the other, and then switch. And then give your knees a nice tight hug. Let's take one final twist. Let your knees fall to the right. Open your chest up to the sky and gaze to the left. And give your knees a nice tight hug. And let your knees fall over to the left. And take your gaze to the right. And inhale your knees back to center. Give them a final hug. Squeeze everything, squeeze your toes, make fists, squeeze your face like you tasted something sour. Squeeze it to a tight ball, tight, 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 tight. And then relax into Shavasana. Final resting pose. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths as you melt down into your mat, into the earth. And let everything go. All your stress, all your worry is gone. Begin to deepen your breath. Roll over to one side. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And then press up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands together at heart center and bow your chin to your chest. Thank you so much for watching today and participating, hopefully. I hope you have a great spring break. I hope you have a very healthy time in your life right now. I know things might feel stressful or just chaotic. Hopefully you can come back to this practice as often as you want and find that stress relief that you need. Take some deep breaths. It's all going to be okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.